Hello, thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've been wanting to talk about this for ages, and now that a friend finally got one, we can dive into his experience. Quick note before we begin, there's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer starts by saying this electric bike is impressively well-made, sturdy, and surprisingly fast for its category. It's so much fun to ride that it has completely replaced a car as their main mode of transportation, especially since our reviewer lives in a coastal area where riding is a joy. Their experience, however, goes far beyond just the product's performance. After initially noticing an issue with the battery's performance, they contacted the online retailer, who offered a full replacement unit. A complicated and unfortunate situation followed, involving the theft of both the original and replacement bikes. This left our reviewer with one recovered but severely damaged unit, and facing a significant potential financial loss for the unreturned original. This is where the customer service truly shined. After reaching out to both the online retailer and the manufacturer, the client was met with incredible support. The retailer reversed the charges, and the company behind this electric bike went above and beyond. Over several months, they have been sending every single part needed to rebuild the damaged bicycle, from wires to a new motor, at no extra cost. This client emphasizes that the company was under no obligation to provide this level of help, but they have shown immense empathy and a genuine desire to get them back on the road. Ultimately, the ride itself is described as exhilarating, smooth, and capable of long distances of 40 to 50 miles on a single charge with minimal pedaling. The reviewer's core message is that you're not just getting a fantastic e-bike, you're getting support from a company that will genuinely stand behind its product and its customers, no matter the circumstances.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer has put their electric bike through its paces, accumulating well over 1,000 miles over the course of a year, primarily on mountain trails and gravel roads. For our reviewer, who is of average height and weight, the bike's fit was comfortable from the start, and the drivetrain has proven to be consistently reliable. They typically stick to the lower pedal assist settings, which provide more than enough power for trail riding and cruising on dirt paths, only bumping it up for occasional paved sections. However, the stock components had some significant shortcomings. The rear suspension bottomed out so frequently, even on moderate bumps, that it was one of the first things to be replaced. Later, our reviewer discovered a design flaw where a frame component physically limits the shock's travel, explaining the poor performance. The front fork was also a letdown, chattering excessively on small rocks and gravel, prompting another upgrade for a smoother, more controlled ride. Safety was another concern, as the original brakes felt underpowered for the bike's considerable weight, leading to a serious fall on a steep incline. An upgrade to a larger rear brake disc eventually solved this and provided much-needed stopping power. Other minor tweaks included adding a chain guard to prevent drops on rough terrain. On the electronics front, the battery offers a respectable range and charging is straightforward, though the display screen is unfortunately almost impossible to read in bright daylight. Despite the necessary modifications, this client reports that the bike is still running great after extensive use. A major highlight has been the customer service, which they describe as excellent, providing fast and helpful technical advice and parts when needed. Overall, after customizing it to their needs, the reviewer is quite fond of this electric mountain bike.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer was initially quite apprehensive about diving back into electric bicycles, having experienced underpowered models years ago. However, this particular e-bike quickly dispelled those concerns, demonstrating impressive power to pick up speed and maintain momentum, even conquering very steep inclines with ease. Despite its robust performance, our reviewer encountered several issues, beginning with the assembly instructions. They were either a lengthy text or a brief online video, neither of which adequately covered critical steps like properly installing the detached handlebars, a crucial detail given the potential to damage electrical and brake wires. Furthermore, the instructions omitted any guidance for troubleshooting the front wheel brake, which arrived notably tight. Upon inspection, it was discovered that a hex head screw on the brake caliper had been stripped at the factory. While our reviewer managed a temporary fix, this foreshadows a potential need for a full caliper replacement down the line. Another point of frustration was the inconsistent battery display. When climbing hills, the gauge would rapidly drop, only to jump back up to full capacity when descending, making it an unreliable indicator of actual charge. Beyond these problems, our reviewer found the electric bicycle rides well and smoothly, with a reasonably comfortable seat. The brakes, however, felt a bit weak for sudden stops, suggesting cautious riding or future adjustments. The assisted pedaling system also presented a learning curve. The 5 assist levels seemed to dictate a minimum speed the bike would maintain, even without active pedaling. This led to unexpected acceleration when trying to stop on lower assist settings. Higher levels simply meant the bike aimed for a greater speed, with level 3 maintaining roughly 15-17 mph. Ultimately, this client purchased this two-wheeled vehicle to reduce car reliance for transportation, and despite these quirks, it effectively served.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.